Hey people, welcome to the Friday evening stream. I should be live. I think it's around 6:20. I started the stream a bit early. So welcome everyone. It is January the 30th. And I think it's around minus 11 degrees Celsius. Feeling more like minus 20 with the wind chill. Another frozen, frigid, Arctic-like night here in the city. I think last night the temperature was past minus 20 for the overnight low and feeling more like minus 30 with the wind chill. And I'm here way in the East End at Victoria Park subway station. See people popping in to the chat. See Chantel, hello, how you doing? Hello Lori and Fast Rick. Carl Roth, Gertish, Zach Genrich, Kramer, how you doing? Felicity is here, hello, hello. John Nicholson. Hear a subway passing overhead here. Hello, Carol Ellie, Craig O'Connor, Sal Smith, S. Giles, happy holidays. Glad you could all make it. Divyesh Patel. Hello, Ashnix. Felicity was ready for my early stream this time. Hey, Kathy, hello. What's up, Undead? Hello, Jacqueline. Yeah, R.I.P. Catherine O'Hara. We were talking about famous Torontonians in my last stream. And I mentioned the SCTV gang, so that's what she was part of. She was a born and raised Torontonian. So, rest in peace. That was sad news to hear today. Yeah, I like to pull a fast one, that's right. Hey, Ukakok and Jasmine, hello. So I'm technically in Scarboro right now. This is Victoria Park Avenue, Victoria Park Station. That's Crescent Town you see over there, those tall apartment buildings. We've got some major snowbanks here. Hey, Lee John, how you doing? Oh, there's a train. I knew I wouldn't have to wait too long to see a subway pull in. Subway runs elevated through this stretch, obviously. Dale Melnichuk, Alicia Lewis. Alright, I'm going to walk up to Danforth. And then we'll take a long walk along Danforth towards downtown. Hopefully the signal doesn't crap out on me. Sometimes that happens. Walking along parts of the East Danforth. How far am I from downtown? Oh, a couple hours walk, Daniel. Mr. Andrew. Hey, Sapand, what's up? Hello, Randy. We got a donkey in the house. A tripod. Yarrow Bumblefoot. I think I can make this light here, but this bus looks like it wants to take a turn. Well, I'm going. Views of Scarboro here before we start heading west. I don't think they honked at me. I don't know what they're honking at. They're honking at each other about something. Hello, Elizabeth. And hello to anyone else who might have said hi if I missed your greeting. Hey, Mike Landry's in the house with a $2 super. Hey, Ken and everyone in the chat. And Chantel with a $4 super. Evening, Ken. Buy a large hot chocolate. A double super chat. A simul super, I guess you could call that. Thank you very much to both of you. Mike and Chantel, cheers. Much appreciated. Thank you very kindly. Hello, Jada. How you doing? Yeah, we're basically at the western boundary of Scarboro here, so Scarboro just begins here, really. It just goes on and on east from here. Covers a rather large area. But we're technically on the Scarboro side of Victoria Park Avenue right now. And being that it's so cold, I thought if I walk along the Danforth, there are subway stations along the way. I can pop in and warm up if need be, right? Well, this comes in handy. So I thought maybe that's a good idea. Walk along a street with a subway line. Hey. Hey, basketball maven. Yeah, we also walk through East York a bit here. Just for a little ways as we walk through Banglatown. East York and Scarboro sort of meet one another here. Hey, Randy Ruck, $5 for a whatever. Thank you, Randy. I'm sure I can think of a whatever. Put that towards. Much appreciated, Randy. All right, so now we're in East York. We just crossed Victoria Park from one former borough to another. We're going to walk through Banglatown here. And they even have a grocery of the name. A first last. What's up, Amir, Alan K, Yvonne Atherton, hello. Hey, Shema Voodoo. What's up, Susie? Yeah, welcome everyone. Todd Boothby. Bradley Taylor's here. William Elliott, good evening. Good evening, Chris. Hey, same to you, Response Audio. Even on a freezing cold night, this place is busy. It's always busy like this. I've recorded a bunch of videos and streams through here. On warmer nights, even on a freezing cold night, hey, Tom B, $1.49 super sticker. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tom B. Cheers, Tom. What's up, Lorraine Kavanagh, watching from Ireland. Hello. Go ahead. Go ahead. Top 905, hello. This is Danforth Avenue. This is Banglatown. Definitely a neat area. A huge Bangladeshi community lives all around here. The Crescent Town high-rise apartment community is just over there where I started the stream, and lots of the Bangladeshi community lives in all those apartment buildings over there. Hey, Brett Mallon, hello. And south of here along Gerrard Street East, well, southwest of here, there's another neighborhood, the Gerrard India Bazaar, which is kind of similar. Halal pizza, $8.99 for a large pie. That's pretty good. How large is large, though? Hey, Lorraine McLean. Leo Chung, I'm doing okay. Another frozen walk in the city. I think I've had enough of this cold spell, right? Hey, Chowdhury. So I'm going to try to walk back downtown. We'll see if I if I last that long. Hey, Tom Seeley, $5. Watch a couple of my past summer live streams because they missed the sun and grass and leaves. Yeah. Yeah, you can always do that, you know, if you're sick of the frozen snowbanks and bitter wind chills. Just check out some of my past videos or streams from the summer where I was complaining about how hot it is. Thank you very much for the super chat. Cheers. There's a couple of videos in particular from last summer where it was so hot I thought I was going to get heat stroke. I took a walk to the new park in the Portlands and it was like the hottest day of the year, and my camera overheated while I was recording, and then I had to sit down in some shade for a while before I continued on. Hey, Transit Mobile Scooter, hello. Prince Dilemma. Well, it couldn't be avoided. I wanted to do a video of that park, and it was in the Portlands, and there's not much shade in the Portlands. It's just a bunch of wide open spaces, so I was just fully exposed to the blistering sun during a heat wave. But hey, it's all part of the fun, right? Of doing these walking channels. You're out in the elements, no matter what time of year. Hey Mojo, how you doing? The sidewalks here are cleared pretty good. Hopefully it stays that way. What's worse, extreme hot or extreme cold? They both suck. I mean, it's hard to choose, you know? I don't know. I can walk around longer in extreme cold. I know that. Before I've had enough. And you can always bundle up to protect yourself from the extreme cold. So I'll say extreme heat is worse, when there's nothing you can do to feel cooler. But I don't like see, talking is hard in the extreme cold. My mouth doesn't want to work. I don't like extreme anything, is what I was trying to say. Extremes in general are not good, no matter what they're applied to. Not just the weather, but all sorts of other things too. Including politics, as we all know these days. On both sides. whole bunch of new high-rises under construction over there. That's by the Danforth GO station.
What did get flagged was like, but if we're...
Hey, Jacob Gaming, hello. Hey, Maher. Okie dokie. Transit mobile scooter, $2 to begin my hot beverage fund. Thank you very much, Transit mobile scooter. I think someone beat you to beginning the hot beverage fund, but it's very much appreciated to contribute to it. Thank you very kindly. Much appreciated. We're already up to 400 concurrent viewers here. All right. So I'm on the Danforth. If you're just joining, we're going to try to walk back downtown. I started at Victoria Park Station, which is technically in Scarboro, right on the boundary of Scarboro. Hey, Matt Attack. I think the wind chill is around minus 20 right now. Temperature maybe around minus 11, minus 12. I don't know, somewhere around there. The subway wasn't too packed. Less packed than I thought it would be. I didn't have a seat. I was standing, but it wasn't like sardines. So I thought, okay, this is not so bad. I had plenty of room around me as I was standing. They released a vintage looking video. Yeah, check it out, people. Transit mobile scooter. He has his own channel. Yeah, people are getting laid off right after return to office. And I think even with return to office, a lot of people still don't come in on Fridays. Maybe they work 4 days in the office. If they can, if they're able to anyway. Stay home on Friday, work from home. But some people have to go into the office 5 days a week now. Government employees and that sort of thing. Yeah, I heard about what's happening in Oshawa. It's bad news for the Schwa. Hey, Alicia. 99-cent super sticker. Thank you very kindly, Alicia Lewis. It's good to have you in the chat. Much appreciated, Alicia. What's up, Greg Keating?
I don't care.
That's 200, man. Your girl wants shit. Talk to her girl.
Bunch of drunken idiots back there. Bunch of grown men acting like 14-year-olds who just got their first big dose of testosterone. Just hitting puberty. Hey, Tevay and Palmer. Hey, Mojo, $5. Need to walk by Getty again. Yeah, maybe once the snow melts, I'll take a walk past his place again. Just a random scream over there. Thank you very much for the super chat, Mojo. Much appreciated. Rush rules. Hey. Is it a full moon? Got some weird vibes going on here tonight. Crossing Main. Got Main subway station over there. I think I'm okay. I don't need to warm up yet. My phone is still fully charged, so everything's going good. Hey, Billy T. Veritix. $2 super chat. Stay warm. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing your name too badly there. Thank you very kindly for the super chat. Yeah, I'm trying to stay warm. There's a bit of wind. It's not super duper nasty wind though, but there is a bit of a wind chill in my face right now. Thank you very kindly for the super chat. Much appreciated. Like harsh lighting around here. What's up, Ex-Pelta? Alright, don't run me over. What is the wind chill? It's around minus 20 or so right now. Joel Collins. Hey, Drew. Oh yeah, we have Sobeys. Yep. We definitely have Sobeys here. Tom B, $2 super sticker. Thank you once again. Warms me up a little bit. Thanks again. Much appreciated. Oh, is that right, Lorraine? Huh. It's probably one of the biggest employers in the town, right? Jennifer Haley, you're getting 45 centimeters of snow. Ugh. Well, we got more than that here on Sunday. Heck, I'll settle for a nice day where it's like -2 or something. That'll feel like heavenly after all this. +2 would even be like some sort of tropical vacation. Everything will be all melty though. All slushy and melty. WMD, oh yeah. Oh yeah. A little bit of cold is not gonna keep me down. Hey, Aaron Hockey. Chantel, $2 to buy a donut. Thank you. Thank you very much. My favorite donut is the Boston cream. Yep. I still think about the Boston cream that I had last time. Good stuff. Thank you once again, Chantel. That's true, we didn't try any Boston creams, did we? But they were all good. Hey, Phil from Connecticut. Yeah, what would be the best Boston cream in Toronto, I wonder? WMD, $3 for a hot chocolate. Thank you. You all are warming the cockles of my heart here with these generous super chats and super stickers. Much appreciated, WMD. Hey, pizza by the slice. New York style. New York style pizza, baby. La Famiglia. Randy Ruck, another super chat, $5. Boston cream. They have to rename that. Is that because of the Bruins? Toronto's arch nemesis, the Boston Bruins, right? Are the best Boston cream donuts in Boston, I wonder? Thank you very much, Randy Ruck. Cheers, Randy. Hey, Anthony Armada. Isn't this your end of town here, Anthony? Hello, Magnus. Hey, Annette. I figure if I want to get downtown, it'll be at least a 2-hour walk from where I began. To get, like, you know, into downtown, not just on the edge of it. Fillmore's closes, I think, tomorrow. Or the last day of January. Is that tomorrow? Yeah. Or maybe the day after. Basically, by the end of January, the beginning of February, it will be closing. Holy moly, Joseph! Joseph, $50 super sticker. Holy cow. And response audio, $10 for a New York style slice. Holy moly, back to back supers once again. Wow, thank you to both of you so much for the generous super chats. Thank you, Joseph and response audio. Thank you so much. I might have to pop into the next subway station just for a minute. You can see my cord is coming a bit loose here. The cord is connecting my phone to the power bank. Look at this neat little church here, the Danforth Mennonite Church. It's just sort of this little building sort of tucked in between the old storefronts, you know, the commercial storefronts on either side, and then you have this kind of neat looking little church building here. Hey, clay fishies. .500 viewers. That's awesome. If you're just joining, welcome all. I'm on the Danforth. We're heading west. I started at Victoria Park subway station, and I'm walking to downtown if I can, anyway. Next station is Woodbine. Hey, WT, hello. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. Or not. It would be cool if you did subscribe though, and if you want to say hi in the chat, you do have to subscribe in order to do that, but that's no biggie. And hit the notification bell if you do subscribe, because I do these live streams 3 times a week. And I post pre-recorded videos on all the other days of the week. Hey, look, we had New York style pizza, and now we have Detroit style pizza. Wonder if this is new. I don't remember seeing this before. Or newish, anyway. Clay fishies. I had Detroit style pizza before. I like it. I mean, I like almost all pizza, to be honest. Even Chicago deep dish. Hey, Jason, hello. All right, here's Woodbine Avenue. All right, let's go over to Woodbine Station. Is it on the other side? Yeah, I think it's on the other side. It might be on both sides, I'm not sure. How cold is it? It's around minus 11 Celsius, 11 or 12, around there, minus 11, minus 12. A blazing coder. Jake Eves, what's up? KLE. What's up, Green? Alright, I'm going to pop into the subway station. Oh yeah, there is a station on both sides. I wasn't sure if both sides of the street had a station entrance, and sure enough, there is. Oh well. Now I'll know. I guess that's usually how they do it, right? Hey, Bill Chow. I'm just gonna re-plug in my power bank. Actually, it looks like it's back up to 100% again. It was dropping, and now it's back up to 100% again. So maybe it's okay. Hey, Howard Charco and Carmageddon. All right. Sure thing, KLE. Hey, Baby Grinch. Alright, I just unplugged it and plugged it back in just to make sure it's got a nice solid connection. Value Mart. I think that's owned by Loblaws. I think it's just another part of the Loblaws empire. There are no Value Marts downtown. Oh, thank you, Joseph. When I get PayPals, I do have to add those to my income. When I'm doing my taxes. I haven't done my taxes yet for this year, but I'm going to be doing that soon. But I have to add up all the PayPals I got over the year. Also, obviously, all the super chats and all the ad revenue. Basically, every bit of income that my channel generated all has to be included. Maybe if I get an in-person super chat, that might not get included because I might not remember. Someone gave me a $10 bill or something like 6 months ago. Green, $2. Not a bot, Randy. I'm not sure what that means, Green, but thank you. Are you not a bot? I remember there was a person in the chat called Not a Bot. Thank you very much, Green, or Not a Bot. Randy said Green is a bot. Okay. Well, I believe you, Green. I believe you're not a bot. And that other chatter we had that was called Not a Bot, I trust that they're also not a bot. I haven't seen them lately. We all know Felicity's a bot. She's a very advanced AI in a sophisticated robot body. It even simulates eating, as you may have seen in some of my streams. Hey Pamela, hello. Wag on the Danforth, little shop for the pets here, for the dogs, I would say. I don't think cats wag their tail, right? Not usually. Yeah, Data could eat or drink, it just, you know, went somewhere. Didn't really do anything for him, but he was capable of doing it. He probably just emptied a tank later on or something. I don't know. Hey, Steglash, hello. Two Utes, how you doing? Here's another place for the doggies here. Grooming and doggy daycare. The Canine Social Company. That sounds like a fun place. When it's this cold, you just kind of want to power along. Stopping to look at things is not something I do as frequently. I have to go, okay, just slow down a bit here. Just stop and look at something for a minute. I instinctively just want to speed walk and power along. Hello. You missed Taste on the Danforth. Yeah, it was cancelled again. Cancelled 2 years in a row. So you didn't miss it. Unless you're saying that you miss it as an event. Maybe that's what you meant. Yeah, I think a lot of people also miss it. Maybe it'll come back. I didn't really miss it, to be honest. I only went to it when I did, just to record videos of it, but I can't say I really enjoyed it when I was there. Hey, Jillian? Back to the chat here. I am a downtown man, that's right. Alright, we are continuing along the Danforth. At a yoga place. Eventually we'll walk through Greektown, but we're not there yet. You came here for milder winters. Is that really why you came here, Felicity? Well, how's this winter? God, I can't even talk. How's this winter treating you, Felicity? Yeah, the words didn't want to come out, Bill Chow. My mouth froze as I was trying to pronounce words. A reverse heat wave, yeah. Yeah, but cheers to the over 600 viewers right now. Come and say hi in the chat if you're new, if you want. Hit the subscribe so you can catch future streams. Hit the notification bell. Alan K, $3 to add to the hot beverage collection. Thank you. Thank you, Alan K. Much appreciated, Alan. Just ice and peas. $12. Hello, Canon mods. Please occasionally highlight business owners who are trying to stay open. Only so many shots or sidewalks. Well, I do pan the camera towards the stores and mention them here and there as I walk along. Something catches my eye that looks interesting. But thank you very kindly for the generous $12 super chat. Just ice and peas. Much appreciated. I pointed out a few places already since we've been walking here. I just was saying a few minutes ago how I want to try and stop and look around a bit instead of, but when it's so cold like this, you just tend to want to just walk like you're walking through some sort of torturous situation or something. This used to be the old bus station diner, right? Now it's an A&W. Well, we're getting a dip in signal. See, this always happens when I'm streaming along the Danforth. It always happens. You always wanted to go in that when it was the bus station diner? I never did either, you know, back in the day. I remember it was featured in an episode of Orphan Black when it was still the bus station diner. That was a good show. Hey, Jack from Sydney. Welcome to the stream. I think my gimbal hand is freezing here. There's a bike shop. Pretty big bike shop. Anderson's, that's what that is called. You went to that old diner every day, Quad Mods? Ew. That doesn't sound good. We walked past an A&W Annette. That's where the old bus station diner used to be. A play center. Jump for joy. Looks like there's nobody playing right now. There's a bunch of Ethiopian restaurants along the East Danforth here also. It's almost like a little Ethiopia. There's one right here. We're over an hour into the stream. And we still got a lot of Danforth to go. The street is long. There's a lot more of it further east also from where I began. Looks like Coney Island, Brooklyn. Yeah. Lots of Toronto resembles parts of different neighborhoods, sort of have the same look to them. Another Ethiopian restaurant here, Rendezvous. Here's a game store, face-to-face games. I've shown this before. Got a bunch of people in there. They have a location in Montreal also. It's pretty big too. Looks like they have a tabletop gaming thing going on over there. Got a few tables all full of people. I never got into that, but I can see how it's fun for some people. I had some friends who were really into those sorts of games, and they invited me a few times, and it was okay. I guess I had a alright time, but I just never really got into it in that way. Once in a blue moon thing, you know. Never really immersed myself, I guess, or was able to immerse myself in that fantasy world the way they did, like Dungeons and Dragons or Vampire the Gathering and things like that. I always was just way too aware that we were just all putting on an act and just pretending, and I just couldn't really buy into it. I just couldn't. I was not into arcades either, no. I just would go with my friends because that's what they wanted to do, but I wasn't really into it. I was never a big pool player either. I did play pool sometimes, but it wasn't like a regular thing I would do. I did like air hockey. Sometimes I would get pretty into playing air hockey. If there was an air hockey table, that's where I would go. I'd be like, pool, no thanks. Air hockey, oh yeah, I can have fun with that. I'm not sure where Vivian is. Maybe she's lurking. Hello, Vivian, if you are lurking. For a good falafel, yeah, I am a fan. Nope, never got into poker either. Makes me sound pretty boring, right? I don't like pool, I don't like poker. I don't like Dungeons and Dragons. I don't like video games. I have done all of those things, but I just never really got into them, or they became a regular pastime. Same with bowling, yeah. Never got into that either. I like to walk. I do. I do like to walk. And I used to like to ride my bike all the time too. I was pretty into that. Walking, cycling, looking at buildings, thinking about cities. Music, you know, big music guy. Movies, big movie guy. Good TV shows, yep. Like architecture, you know, related to cities and buildings, obviously. And I had a bunch of other interests as I was growing up. Like the animal world, I was really into that, learning about all the animals around the world, whether they're land animals or whales and sharks and all that sort of thing, birds, insects, all of that stuff. Any sort of animal life I was really interested in. Geography, obviously, related to cities. Maps, you know, it's part of geography. I was into that. Comic books to an extent, not like hardcore, but a little bit. I wasn't like one of those hardcore comic book geek type guys or anything, but I did enjoy reading some comics every now and again. Snakes, oh definitely, I love snakes. I'd catch snakes, bring them home. Do I like tic-tac-toe? I guess. Hey, Toronto Walker, hello. Ounce Willis. And I was into astronomy. Still am, you know. Not astrology, though. That was just always sort of entertainment, not to be taken seriously. Hey, Tony, hello. Hanging out at the beach when I was a kid. Yeah, I would go hang out at the beach in North Bay. North Bay is in between two lakes, so everyone would go to the beach in the summertime. How many stars did I bring home? Well, in your case, we'll pretend that astrology is actually valid, Felicity, just so you'll get that pizza. It was kind of interesting as someone who is a non-believer in astrology to date an astrologer for 4.5 years. That was kind of interesting. Got a halal pizza place here. What else was I into? I don't know. I went through a lot of phases, you know, as I was a kid and growing up through my teens. I think a lot of kids do that, right? Science fiction is another big thing. I was really into reading science fiction for a long time. And that got me interested in physics. And astronomy sort of all together. I just saw a super chat. Stewie, $20. Cool stroll tonight, Ken. Like and subscribe, people. Thank you very, very much, Stewie. It's always good to have you pop in, and the support is very awesome and appreciated, Stewie. Thank you again, Stewie. The science of melty cheese. Ooh, and of course dinosaurs, right? Almost every kid goes through a dinosaur phase. Man, I was obsessed with dinosaurs for quite a few years. Hey, Juan. What's up, Art Factory Design and BG? Notes from the Path. How you doing? My hand is freezing up on me. As I walk past Naan and Kebab, I'm not sure. I'm at Donlands and Danforth. Yeah, we're walking west on Danforth. Hey, Fuziabe. Too much cold, yeah. You got that right. Will this cold ever end? Doesn't seem like it. Here's the only cafe. There's this place in Peterborough that I went to a few times that was also called the Only Cafe. It was like one of the spots in Peterborough for all the cool kids from Trent, where they would go hang out there. Hey, Darlene, $5. Get myself a treat for when I get home tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Darlene. I most definitely will do that. Much appreciated, Darlene. What happened to the Donlands Theater? It's closed down. The building is still there, but it's not a theater anymore. That's interesting. It's a Mexican store. Look at it in there. Looks so fun. Yeah, Jillian, we were talking about that right at the beginning of the stream. An ice cream shop. I wonder what their business is like, you know, on days like this. Nobody's in there. But if you want some ice cream in the middle of a frozen Arctic blast, you can always go there. More Ethiopian food here. There's a books and music store. Open 11 to 6 every day. Got the Pamela Anderson biography there. Hey, Alice, hello. And Chatty Cathy. back up over at 600 viewers. I think we're going to be coming into Greektown shortly.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm supposed to be on this side of the bar.
How you doing?
Isn't this incredible? Can I be in pictures more?
You want to say hi to my audience here? I have
Yeah, sure.
I have 600 plus people watching. All right.
Hey,
Right on, right on. The Maple Leaf Sports Bar.
Okay, enjoy your evening.
You too.
Peace, love, and happiness. And humbleness.
I agree.
Love yourself before you can love others.
Sounds good.
Let's make this life a happy place.
She's saying lots of good things.
I don't have a Facebook, but
Peace, order, and good government. Isn't that the Canadian motto or something? In the US, it's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? In Canada, it's peace, order, and good government. Made Canada sound so boring compared to the United States, but now I bet you a lot of people in the United States are wishing they could be as boring as Canada. Alright, I think we're at Pape. Almost at Pape. The icicles. Sidewalk closed. Boo! What is this crazy music coming from? I might have to mute the audio over there. It's loud enough from here. Thank you. That was nice. That truck actually stopped to let me cross. I'm not used to that sort of thing. Alright, Mojo, have a good night, and thanks again for all your support. Christos, hello. Alright, I'm just going to mute the audio just for a short little moment here. Walk past this place. Alright, a couple of places playing loud Greek music here as we're coming into Greektown. And yes, Greek music can get me a copyright claim. Alright, we're at Pape.
he's like, oh, so
Hey, Fernanda Ramos, hello. What do the mods do? Well, they look out for trolls, I guess. That's about the only thing that you gotta watch out for, as far as I'm concerned, are trolls who are saying stupid, offensive things, behaving in a trollish manner. All the chat rules are clearly stated down below. As long as you don't break any of those rules, you're cool to participate in the chat. I think I only have Alan K as a mod right now, unless I have some lurking mods. Sometimes I have people lurking who do have mod powers. Hey, be nice again. Hello. I haven't noticed any trolls in the chat, unless I missed them. But if you do see some trollish behavior that I didn't catch, you know, you can let me know. Hey, just Smitty, hello. Yeah, the dinguses are staying out of the cold, maybe. So we're walking through Greektown. Am I a mod or a rocker? No, I'm a mocha. Hey, Mark M, hello. I think it's better to have fewer mods than too many mods. In my experience, anyway. I think having 2 or 3 is really all you need, you know. And lots of times the stream functions just fine with even less than that. Because I have mod powers, and if I notice things, I can take care of it also. As long as I notice things. Sometimes I don't notice things, but people can let me know if I miss something that requires some attention. Let this car go. Why is this person standing in front of the car? What are they? Is this a one-way street? It is, yeah, it is a one-way street. This car is trying to turn onto this one-way street that's going in the other way. So that person was telling them, no, you can't go this way, down this one-way street. Leanne Kolcheski, hello. Fast Rick is here. We're getting closer to downtown. I can see it. I can see all the tall buildings. Hour and a half of walking from Victoria Park Station so far. There's the Alexander the Great Parkette over there. Sort of like the heart of Greek town. See, they have the Greek flags flying. Dog is taking a break, a pee break. Thought he was just sitting down, but no, he was going number one. Hey, Adventures with Dan. Looks like the bike lanes are not really usable right now. I mean, they're partially cleared, and I guess if you have a bike with big fat tires or something like an e-bike, you could probably power through here maybe, but I think most people wouldn't even attempt to go through there on their bikes. Minus 13 in Southwest Ohio. It's around the same here right now, like Celsius, right? Minus 13 Celsius. I think it's around the same. Hello, Robel Hale? Or Robahale? If I'm trying to pronounce it in a different way. Tom B, another super sticker. I think that's your third one, I think, Tom. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Tom, for the super chat. Minus 7 in Philly, so that's decently cold there too. Yep. I was watching Walks in Wall Street, the YouTube channel, the other day. Tom, his name is Tom, right? He was walking around in Manhattan, and it was colder there than it was in Toronto at the same time. Couple days ago. So this cold snap is affecting a big chunk of the eastern part of Canada and the US. And they got a big pile of snow in New York now too. Hey, hello Bradley. Yep, R.I.P. Catherine O'Hara. We were talking about that earlier. A Toronto native. Hey, we got Famous Master. Hello. Hey, Shannon Baker. Music alert! Music alert! We're going to walk past the Danforth Music Hall shortly. I wonder if there's anything playing tonight. It's a Friday night. There might be a show tonight. They have an awesome lineup of bands booked there. What was the inspiration for starting my channel? Well, I used to watch Action Kid, who was a New York-based YouTuber who did this sort of thing. So that's sort of what inspired me to start doing it here. Because at that time, no one was doing it in Toronto. So I was like, hey, I like to walk around for hours. And I had already done a few little videos here and there where I recorded little walks. So it was something I'd already done, to be honest. But just short little videos of maybe like 5 minutes. So I already had done that, and I saw he was doing these sort of longer walks, like, you know, 30 minutes to an hour. So I thought, maybe I'll try that. I'll do these longer style walks. And so I started doing it. And that's how I started doing the walking thing on YouTube. That was in 2018, the summer of 2018, when I first started doing that. Is that right, Mark? Yeah. And then eventually Action Kid and I became friends because we would chit-chat a little bit in the comments and that sort of thing. And then eventually he came to Toronto and we met, and Johnny also. I knew Johnny by that point already, and all three of us, you know, became pals, and we did some videos together, did some live streams together, and yeah, so now we're all friends, all three of us. I have some collab videos with Action Kid in a playlist. I have a collab playlist you can check out if you want to see my videos with him. Even did a three-way collab with Action Kid and Johnny. That was fun. Yeah, unfortunately, the last time he came to Toronto, he did have an accident where he fractured his foot wiping out on an electric scooter.
Yeah?
Mario Kart there.
Excuse me. Phew. Got some fuzz in my mouth from my scarf. All right, here's the Danforth Music Hall. Looks like there is a show. A bunch of people are milling around outside. Hey, have a good evening, Transit Mobile Scooter. And thanks again for supporting. See you in the next one. Updating. That's who's playing tonight. Updating. Big Sugar.
Let them tell you we're running late. Let them stop the show nice.
Hey, look, Sloan. Sloan is coming. The Wonder Years. Joe Jackson. Is that like the 80s Joe Jackson? That guy? I recognize about maybe a quarter of those band names, and the rest I have no idea. Yeah, this is an awesome venue here. Updating is sold out tonight, so they're pretty popular. I'm not familiar with them though. Yeah, Stepping Out. That is a good song. We are young but getting old before our time. It's my favorite line from that song, I think. Leave the TV and the radio behind.
Is that real?
Updating is a comedy show. Okay. I thought it was a band. Still never heard of it though. Yep, Toronto received an all-time record amount of snow for a single snowfall. A lot of people are thinking that means the most snow Toronto has ever had on the ground, but no, they mean the most snow that ever fell in a single snowfall was what we had on Sunday night. There have been times when we got a few snowfalls all in a row where we had more snow on the ground than right now, but that's a whole different thing. Even last year we had 2 consecutive snowstorms that dumped a ton of snow on the city. Hey, Ruben, hello. And Jim Carrey run-in? Not sure. I just saw that zip by in the chat. Yeah, Toronto is packed with walktubers and live streamers now. All right. I'm going. I don't care if the light is red. Alright, we're going to walk over the viaduct into downtown. We did the Danforth. Hey, look, snow removal! Snow removal in action. That's good to see. Take it away! Take it away. Look at all these dump trucks just ready to haul it all out of here. Hey, Rick CM, hello. Look at that. Chopping away at those snowbanks. What a beautiful sight. Here's downtown. Ooh, it is windy here. Oh, yeah. Windy on the bridge. Favorite Canadian musician or group? I like Rush, I like Sloan. Those are my top two Canadian rock bands. Lots of other ones, obviously. I mean, I like dozens of them, really, but Sloan and Rush. Yeah, the wind is brutal here. Holy moly. Thankfully it wasn't like this the whole time. Hey, hello. Hewer? Yeah, I like Arcade Fire, yeah. I like lots and lots of bands, mostly rock or alternative, whatever you want to call it. Indie rock, rock, classic rock, power pop, hard rock. Pop rock even. Moist. I haven't really listened to Moist since the 90s. A Groovester. I even like goth rock, if you want to call it that. Synth pop, I like synth pop. I like Motown music from the 60s. Of course, all the classic rock that started in the 60s. The Beatles are the greatest band to ever exist, in my opinion. Never really got into reggae. There's a few songs I like. I like a little bit of metal. Never really got super into metal, but there's some stuff that I like, yeah. As long as it's not too extreme. Death metal's a bit too extreme for my taste. I mean, I have listened to it. I've gone to a bunch of death metal shows, mainly because my friend Jim was really into it, so I used to go with him to all the death metal shows and black metal shows and that sort of thing. It was fun. I mean, it was fun to go and listen to these bands, but it wasn't really my taste, to be honest. Hey, Squeaky Cat. Silent J, hello. Carlos. Same with punk. I like some punk, you know. Ay, ay, ay. Country, hardly any, to be honest, but, you know, the odd thing here and there. Yeah, I like The Cure. Hey, John Gordon. Ay, ay, fingers are numb. My fingers are numb, I tell ya. I've listened to some Rancid before, yeah. I think the Buzzcocks are my favorite punk band. They're almost like the Beatles of punk, you know? I like them. Alan, $2. Sounds like I really need a hot beverage. Yeah, walking over that bridge was brutal. It was so cold. The wind was like bonkers cold wind chill walking over that bridge. But thankfully I'm over it now. I feel like my face is just a solid block of ice here. Thank you, Alan K. Oh boy. Crowbar. I think I've only heard maybe 1 or 2 songs. I'm not even sure, you know. Whoops. What was that noise? I know the name, I just can't think of any songs offhand. A band called Cold? Are they from Toronto? Did they just form today? A brand new band just formed in 2026 in Toronto called Cold. Lighthouse, yeah, I like them. They're a cool band. From Toronto too, actually. What about Klaatu? Another Toronto band that when they first came out in the 70s, a lot of people thought they were the Beatles that got back together with a different name. Today is beach weather. I guess if you're a penguin on the beach in Antarctica, yeah. There are beaches, right? At the poles, each pole must have a beach-like area where you can jump off the ice into the water. Guar, yeah, I used to listen to a little bit of them. They're ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Skinny Puppy, yeah, industrial. I had a friend who was super into them, so that's how I found out about Skinny Puppy, another Canadian band. Look, downtown. We made it. Whoa. The sidewalk here is barely even cleared at all. Yeah, 5440 were cool. I think they still play, don't they? But I saw them back in their heyday when they played at one of the bars in North Bay. They were so loud, holy cow, one of the loudest bands I've ever seen, like up close. I think they gave me hearing damage. Look at this, is this supposed to be a sidewalk here? What the hell is this? Whoa, can't even walk here, my feet are just sliding every which way. I guaranteed some people fell on their ass here. Probably find some ass prints in the snow here if you look hard enough. Chantel, another super chat, $2. Buy Boston cream donut at Tim Hortons. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chantel. Much appreciated, Chantel. Thanks. Just want to get onto a proper sidewalk here. I'm tempting fate here trying to walk along here. My ass print is going to be joining all the other ones, I think. All right. Get across here. This light takes forever to change, so if I miss this light, I have to stand there and wait and wait and wait. Hey, 641 people watching me try to negotiate that sad excuse for a sidewalk. I stayed on my feet, so I consider that a victory. But thanks everyone for watching the stream. Downtown now. We started at Victoria Park subway station over 2 hours ago. If you're new to the channel or watching for the first time, welcome. You can come and say hi in the chat if you want, or not, but you do have to subscribe if you do want to come and say hi, but it's free. It doesn't hurt at all as far as I know. Just give the button a little whack. Come and say hi. At least here we have a proper sidewalk. I think my next live stream will be on Monday, weather permitting. So if you want to catch that, hit the notification bell. If you do subscribe, you'll be notified. Hopefully the weather will be a bit better on Monday. Is this the bike path or is this the sidewalk? That might be the bike path. I think this is the sidewalk. Yeah, okay. The bike path is cleared a lot better than the sidewalk, actually. Nice wide path there. And not so wide here. Actually, it's not even cleared here. Avoid the yellow snow. Okay, Mr. Zappa. Helmet, the band, yeah. I used to listen to a little bit of their stuff. Ooh. Maybe I'll just walk on the bike path. That seems to be the thing that people are doing right now. This is Bloor Street East. Got St. Jamestown right over there. Miss Lobo Bob, yeah, they were terrible, right? They were terrible back there. They're good here. Speaking of cool Canadian bands, there's one called Limb Lifter that I was really a fan of. They have a song called Tinfoil, which is a really cool song from the 90s. And the Weaker Thans is another really cool band. They're from Winnipeg, I think. Might have to go on a 90s Canadian alternative rock kick when I get home tonight. Just look up all these videos on YouTube. It's Sherbourne Station.
You know what's funny? It's like stolen.
Alright, we're on Sherbourne now. I'm heading south. This is the east side of downtown. Hey, Dick Fowler, hello. I'm doing all right. Gimbal's getting wobbly. Battery, whoops. Speaking of the gimbal. Just as I said that, my gimbal died on me. It literally just died. It wasn't even in the red or anything, it was in the yellow. And it just died. Let me see if I can turn it back on. Nope. It died. Yeah, let me plug it in here. I'll unplug my phone and I'll plug in the gimbal. There we go. So now my phone's unplugged, but that's okay. Helix. Give me an R, right? That's the song. Give me an R, R, O, O, C, C. Hey, Slick, how you doing? Bestest Times Reborn, hello. Now my gimbal's in the red, but it's plugged in. Mixture of old and new, yeah, lots of both things around here. Got old row houses, and we got new high rises. Chantel, you know me well, yeah. I'm heading to the Fresco. Hey. QM, how you doing? It is cold for sure. I just walked for 2 hours and 17 minutes from Victoria Park subway station to the Fresco on Sherbourne Street at St. Jamestown here. But I think I'm going to call it a stream here and head inside the Fresco. And it's about a 13-minute walk to home from here. So thanks everyone for joining me on another freezing cold live stream. Bit shorter than my last few, but you know, I think in these conditions it's long enough. So thanks to everyone for watching. Hope to see you in my next stream, as I mentioned, probably on Monday. So once again, if you haven't already subscribed and hit that notification bell, do all the things, hit all the buttons. You can check me out then. Whoa, what is this? Right at the buzzer, John Law. Holy moly, John Law, $50. Something hot and relaxing. Holy cow, thank you. Thank you so much, John Law, for the extremely generous buzzer-beating super chat. Cheers, John. That is so generous. Thank you. I'll put that towards something warm to take home that I get here at the Fresco. Wow, thanks. And yeah, tomorrow night I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video, so hope to see you in the live chat for that. I'll be in the chat. as we watch that video together around 7:15 tomorrow evening. So hope to see you there for that. And once again, thanks for everyone for watching the stream. Thanks to all the new viewers, new subscribers. Thanks to all the channel members. Thank you to the mods, Alan K, and any other mods that might have been silently lurking. I'm not sure, but thank you for everything you do. And a huge thanks for the incredibly generous super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations. Thank you so much. Been blown away once again at all the awesome support. And I'll see you all in the next one, because as usual, I will continue. So have a good night, everyone. It's Friday night, so I guess have a good weekend. And stay warm if you're in the colder parts of the world right now. Just stay warm and watch doofuses like me and some of the other live streamers that walk around out in this nonsense. That's the smart way to do it. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Time to get warm.